Hello, thank you for signing up for the Student Assistant Program through Byron High School. This informational meeting is very important so you understand the expectations for yourself as you take this class. There are some changes to the program this year, so if you've been a student assist in the past, please listen carefully to the new changes. We will discuss the new high school bell schedule, which includes a daily advisory period, the new building locations, as well as an easier paperwork process that you only have to complete once per year. Student Assist takes place at our 4 buildings. They are the primary school, which is pre-kindergarten through 2nd grade, the intermediate school, you know that as the old elementary school, it is 3rd through 5th grade, the middle school, which is now 6th grade through 8th grade, and the high school, which is 9th through 12th. Travel may be required, so you might need to carpool as needed with your classmates. Attendance. Attendance is the biggest question that every student assist has. You are allowed 3 absences prior to having to make up any time. Let's say, for example, you're gone for 4 days due to an illness. You do not have to make up the first 3. However, you do need to make up the 4th absence. The 4th absence requires you to make up time of 80 minutes per absence if you're on a full block student assist schedule, 40 minutes if you are in a skinny student assist. Scheduled school activities do not count against your 3. So for example, if you need to leave early for either a game or a music event, that does not count against your absences. 2 college visits per quarter are also excused. They must be excused as college visits through the high school main office. You will be contacted in the event that you have more than 3 absences warranting makeup time. Traveling student assists. If you are in a full block student assist, you may be required or may want to travel to another building. Be sure that you sign in and out of the high school office at your assigned time only, as records are kept and looked at. Punch in and out at the assigned building using the time clock, which the secretaries at those buildings will show you how to use. There is to be no stopping at home, Quick Trip, or anywhere else. For every 1 minute you are late, either signing into your building or returning to the high school, you will have 10 minutes of time to make up. So for example, if you are 8 minutes late, you will have to make up 80 minutes of time with your student assist teacher. The same applies to leaving early without a pass. Leaving 8 minutes early means you have 80 minutes of time to make up. Here's the procedure if you are a traveling student assist to check in or out for the day. First of all, gather your belongings and head to the main high school office. Sign out of the high school office in the main office only. Travel directly to your assigned building. You have 12 minutes regardless of the schedule for the day, so you should always be able to move at the same speed. Report directly to your building's main office, and you will punch in using your time card. Check the schedule for the time you should leave your classroom in the event that we have a different schedule for the day. Report to your student assist classroom. Then after your student assist time is nearing its end, you will punch out using your time card at your building. Then you will travel directly back to the high school safely. Please avoid distracted driving when traveling at all times, and you'll sign back into the high school main office. Here's the new high school schedule. So this is the new bell schedule for each day. The schedule will remain consistent Monday through Friday. Block 1 is shortened, as well as Block 2, 3, and 4. This is due to the fact that we now have a daily advisory period in which you will meet in your old seminar locations, and you will have time to meet with other teachers in your content areas. 3rd block student assist, it is important to note that you will now eat lunch after your student assist time. So for example, if you are not enrolled in skinny courses, you will have block 1 and 2, and then you will have your full block 3 class, and then you will eat lunch after your full block 3 class. Then you will go to advisory and then block 4. It is important to note that the traveling student assist times are posted in Moodle. You may want to take a screenshot of them as you are responsible for the information and the travel times. This schedule will be our daily schedule and will not fluctuate from week to week. Therefore, you should have a more consistent travel schedule. A special note to 1st and 4th block traveling student assists. If you are a student assist at another building during 1st block, you will punch in at that building location at 8 a.m. or earlier. You do not need to come to the high school first. So for example, if you are a student assist for a second grade teacher at the intermediate building, you would report directly there if you are in first block, and then you would come to the high school after your student assist time. If you are fourth block student assist, you will leave the other location at 3 p.m. You do not need to return to the high school first. So for example, if you are a student assist for a 7th grade teacher, you will leave the middle school at 3 p.m. and you will not need to return to the high school. Seniors also should note that they are not allowed to leave 3 minutes early at other buildings. You are expected to stay till 3 p.m. Student assists who remain at the high school, for those who are unable to travel and are not required to carpool, or those who are in the Skinny Student Assist program. You will fill out and complete an attendance log that is due by Tuesday at 3 p.m. for the previous week. If you are late in turning in your log, or if your log is missing, you will owe your student assist teacher 30 minutes of time per log that is missing. It is your responsibility to turn in this log, not your teacher's. For those of you who travel to other buildings, your time cards will be sent to Mrs. Nelson via interschool mail, and you will not need to fill out an attendance log. This applies only to students who stay at the high school for student assist. Grading in this class. This class is a pass-fail. Passing does not affect your GPA. Failing affects your GPA. You can fail this class if you are missing time, if you have late logs, and you have over 3 absences, and you fail to make that time up prior to the end of the quarter. Arrangements can be made in extenuating circumstances, so please communicate with both your supervising teacher and Mrs. Nelson as necessary. While you're at Student Assist, it is very important that you are not using your phone or your iPad for any reason unless explicitly directed by your Student Assist teacher. This is also not a time for you to do your own homework. The goal in Student Assist is to help others and to have fun. This program is highly appreciated by teachers in all buildings across the district. Please maintain the integrity of this program. The Student Assistant Packet. The Student Assistant Packet can now be completed just once per year. So for example, in previous years you had to fill out paperwork for each quarter. This year you only have to complete the paperwork once per year, regardless of how many times you take Student Assist. However, if your license or insurance changes throughout the course of the year, you must provide updated information per the syllabus. There's a copier in the library for you to make a copy of your driver's license and your car insurance, which must be completed with your paperwork. Unless you do not have a license or insurance, then you do not have to complete that portion. You are required to turn in this paperwork, and it is due as soon as possible. The earlier you complete the paperwork, the sooner you have the opportunity to be matched with your first choice of grade level and/or teacher. So you may be asking yourself, what do I do now that I've watched this informational video? You need to complete your paperwork. Copies are available in the high school main office or can be downloaded here in Moodle. Complete the Preferences questionnaire in Moodle. The Preferences questionnaire is where you get to list if you are able to drive, who you are willing to carpool with perhaps, and where you would like to have your Student Assist location. If you have any questions, please email Mrs. Nelson as soon as possible. Thank you.